G'day, my name's Kim Ho, and I wrote The Great Australian Play. The Great Australian Play is inspired by the legend of Lassiter's Reef. In 1930, this guy called Harold Bell Lassiter convinced Australia that there was a reef of gold in the middle of the continent. So they sent out this big expedition at enormous cost, and it was a disaster. The men went home empty-handed, and Lassiter vanished into the desert, never to be seen again. But to this day, people still believe the reef is out there, and they've launched expedition after expedition to try and find that gold. The second I heard that story, I was obsessed. Not because I believe the reef exists, but because to me it symbolized the kind of insidious power of stories. Lassiter's yarn became an expedition, that expedition became a legend, and that legend became a kind of colonial Australian myth. But the problem with that myth is that it's empty. Those men went out into the outback, into the kind of capital I interior, which mythically speaking is like a journey inside ourselves, but they found nothing. And to me, that said something really damning and really urgent about who we are as non-Indigenous Australians and as a nation that hasn't reconciled with its past. But what's it actually about? That's a fair question. So I set out not to put the Lassiter legend on stage, but instead to kind of put the story of the Lassiter legend on stage. So instead of the characters from the expedition, my characters are screenwriters trying to turn the Lassiter legend into the next hit Australian TV show. They're working for a new streaming company because we don't have enough of them, and they all have these different perspectives about how the Lassiter legend should be told. And so hopefully there's this real sense that this myth is being told and retold from different angles and being written and rewritten before our eyes. And it's at the fault lines of those different perspectives that the kind of myth begins to unravel. Who is the Yammering Man? That is the million-dollar question. And you might have seen some photos from our show with a kind of mysterious hooded figure. We call him the Yammering Man. But I'm not going to tell you who he is. You're going to have to come and see our show, The Great Australian Play at the Old Fits.